Qantas released its annual profit results yesterday, reporting $1.9 billion underlying loss in the last financial year. That's the third consecutive loss for the airline as it battles increased pressure of customer complaints and cancellations. Alan Joyce, the CEO, says the airline's speed and recovery from the pandemic has been exceptional, though.
COVID cost us more money in the past 3 years than we made in the 5 years before that.
Qantas revealed its third consecutive loss on Thursday. The airline reporting $7 billion in losses since the pandemic began and $25 billion in lost revenue.
It's fair to say this has been an extremely challenging time for the Qantas Group.
As COVID border restrictions eased, the demand for travel increased, but the airline has struggled to keep up. Customer complaints, lost baggage, delayed flights and staff shortages, all putting pressure on the company. Speaking to Sky News business editor Ross Greenwood, Alan Joyce says sickness has been a big contributor to cancelled and delayed flights.
We've actually had sick leave go up by over 50%. So in some days we've had 320 pilots go sick. And sometimes you only find out that morning that they got COVID, and then you have to cancel the flying because you don't have reserves to cover all of that.
Mr Joyce admits the airline service isn't at the level expected of the national carrier, but says things are getting better. The airline reported an improvement in misplaced luggage and flight cancellations in August and is expected to return to pre-pandemic standards next month.
There's a lot of work happening to get Qantas back to its best.
The Qantas CEO announcing on Thursday the opening of a new training facility in Sydney as part of the company's investment in their staff. Further improvements to the customer experience include the introduction of a new route from Auckland to New York, as well as major improvements to several lounges. While Mr Joyce has acknowledged the recent failings of the airline, issuing an apology to its customers just days ago, the Transport Workers Union has called on him to resign.
Now Qantas saying that they're having a hard time getting labour. Well, they're having a hard time getting labour because they've illegally sacked 1,700 people and because they've decimated work and conditions throughout aviation supply chains. A fish rots from the head. Alan Joyce has to go.
But Mr Joyce is standing firm, vowing to fix the problems plaguing the iconic airline. Christy Lloyd, Sky News.